Right now at noon, a local healthcare provider makes a plan to vaccinate more than 1,000 Madison teachers and school staff. And security is high on Capitol Hill with another threat of potential violence today.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
And we start with breaking news. Public Health Madison and Dane County officials have announced school and child care staff vaccinations will start next week, Tuesday, at Alliant Energy Center. The effort was put on hold last week due to a limited vaccine supply. Now, with additional supply from the newly approved Johnson & Johnson vaccine, Public Health can begin the effort. To start, they'll receive 7,900 doses of the one-dose shot and expect to have all teachers, school staff, and child care providers vaccinated by March 21st. SSM Health is partnering with the Madison School District to vaccinate staff next week as well. The health care provider plans to give 1,200 doses to teachers and staff at a clinic at La Follette High School happening next week, Friday. This effort will not cover all teachers and staff in the district, so MMSD is working with Public Health Madison and Dane County and other vaccinators to make sure everyone has access to the shot. MSCR Cares child care staff are also eligible for the clinic. This week, SSM Health has been administering vaccines to teachers in the Wanakee School District. Starting tomorrow, they'll vaccinate Sun Prairie staff. Almost 19% of Dane County's residents have received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. About 12% of residents are fully vaccinated. Public health officials are encouraging people to take any of the 3 available vaccines.
All 3 of the approved vaccines are safe and effective. No matter which vaccine you are given, you can rest assured knowing every study, every trial, and every phase was reviewed and approved by the FDA and a safety board.
Health officials say we are making great progress now that the 3rd vaccine is available, but demand is still outpacing supply. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first warned forecast. The clouds cleared out, some sunshine out there.
They certainly did, Mark. We have clear skies right now across southern Wisconsin and pretty comfortable conditions, all things considered. Here's a live look from the Edgewater sky camera. No clouds in that shot as we take a peek at the Capitol. We're at 31 here in Madison. Janesville and Monroe are at 34. Platteville's 36. And Prairie du Chien and Boscobel are already in the low 40s. We'll come close to 40 degrees here in Madison today. Not quite as warm, though, as it was yesterday. Our winds are from the northeast, and that's keeping temperatures a little bit cooler today. Luckily, that wind speed, though, is pretty light. Most areas within 5 to 10 miles per hour on the wind speed. Temperatures over the next 12 hours will climb to the upper 30s here in Madison. West of Dane County, though, I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see more 40s on the map today. Temperatures are expected to quickly drop as the sun sets, but warmer temperatures are in the forecast. Mark, I've bumped those temperatures up as we head into next week, and we'll go through all the details in just a few minutes.
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks, Hads. New at noon, the candidates for Wisconsin Superintendent of Schools are clashing over reopening buildings. Former Brown Deer Superintendent Deb Kerr and Pecatonica Superintendent Jill Underly squared off in a virtual debate this morning. Kerr, who is backed by conservatives, is pushing for schools to reopen, while Underly, who is endorsed by Democrats and the statewide teachers union, says larger districts face challenges that others do not. President Biden and Senate Democrats agreed to limit which Americans receive a $1,400 stimulus check. Full checks will now go to individuals making $75,000 or less a year. Smaller checks will go to people making up to $80,000. Married couples who make up to $150,000 will get $2,800 for a couple, $1,400 for each child. Smaller checks are capped at couples making a combined $160,000. Meanwhile, the president is slamming decisions made by several governors to roll back or completely eliminate restrictions in their states.
Over the last 7 days or so, we've reached a bit of a plateau where the deflection of the curve isn't going straight down the way it was. That's a bad sign.
The Senate may hold its first procedural vote on the stimulus bill today. Republicans argue it's too much money, and they vow to drag out the vote as long as they possibly can. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson says he'll request a full reading of the bill, which could take 10 hours. Security is on high alert at the U.S. Capitol after law enforcement agencies warned of potential violence today, and Capitol Police have requested that the National Guard continue to provide security for another 2 months. Today's threat centers around the conspiracy theory that March 4th is the actual day American presidents should be inaugurated, and that today is the day former President Donald Trump will be restored to power. Natalie Brand has more details from Capitol Hill.
razor wire fencing is back up at the U.S. Capitol, and an increased presence of police and National Guard soldiers stand ready to respond to any new threats.
We do have some concerning intelligence. That intelligence is law enforcement sensitive. We are prepared to respond appropriately.
U.S. Capitol Police say it's received intelligence about a, quote, possible plot to breach the Capitol by an identified militia group. And the FBI and Department of Homeland Security issued a new bulletin warning that violent extremists discuss plans to take control of the U.S. Capitol and remove Democratic lawmakers on or around today.
Given what happened on January 6th, there's no not taking the threat seriously.
The House canceled its Thursday session as a precaution.
It has not impeded us because we only had a small agenda for this morning.
Law enforcement officials are asking state and local authorities to report any suspicious activity related to domestic violent extremism as the threat to the Capitol and lawmakers extends beyond just today.
We issued a bulletin last night, co-authored with the FBI, about extremists discussing March 4th and March 6th.
The intelligence bulletin warns that potential violence is most likely to be committed by lone offenders or small cells using simple tactics and easy-to-acquire weapons.
So the threats are ongoing?
Yes.
Okay.
Capitol Police say the number of threats to lawmakers so far this year is up more than 93% compared to the same time last year. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And Capitol Police also say militia violent extremists have allegedly threatened to attack the U.S. Capitol with explosives during President Biden's first address to the joint session of Congress with the intent to kill as many lawmakers as possible. Well, Brewers fans will be in attendance at American Family Field on opening day this year. The city of Milwaukee's health commissioner approved this team's plan to start the season with 25% capacity. That means roughly 10,500 fans will be allowed at each game. Opening day is scheduled for April 1st against the Minnesota Twins. Tailgating has not been approved for the beginning of the season. And a limited number of fans will be allowed to attend the Big Ten's men's basketball tournament next week. It runs from March 10th through the 14th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Health officials there approved 8,000 people can attend. Each school will have a limited number of tickets available through their respective ticket offices. You can watch the conference semifinals and finals right here on News 3 Now, March 13th and 14th. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. If you're annoyed at the way Google seems to know way too much about you, the company is making some changes, but they won't necessarily mean targeted ads are coming to an end. Stay with us.
Get the ultimate deals on sleep made simple at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Mattress Sale. Save as much as 70% off clearance and 4-sample mattresses while they last. Shop early for best selection. They're going fast at Ashley Home Store.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
In a moment, it's all gone. Your job, your car, and if you're not careful, your entire future. When you're seriously injured in an accident, call a powerful law firm and find out what your case may really be worth. Put a law firm with experience and resources on your side.
I called Hupy and Abraham.
Get every dollar you may deserve.
They got me more than I expected. A whole lot more.
Call Hupy and Abraham. Tell them you mean business.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true.
That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe every
everyone deserves 5G. Not just New York and LA, but the millions of people in cities like yours, like Milwaukee, Rock Island, and Des Moines. That's why we're including 5G on all plans, no extra charge. Because everywhere matters, like Economawalk, Claysville, Prineville. U.S. Cellular has included 5G on all plans, no extra charge. Get unlimited data as low as $30 a month. U.S. Cellular.
Get the ultimate style for the ultimate deal at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Sale. Save big on everything in the store, including doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus discounts off our sale prices online and in-store. And no interest financing for 3 years. Ashley Home Store.
The head of the organization overseeing the power grid for Texas has been fired. This after widespread power outages during a series of winter storms left millions of people in the state in the dark for days. Bill Magnus, president and CEO of the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, or ERCOT, was terminated from his contract by its board of directors last night. ERCOT said Magnus will be given 60 days termination notice and will continue to serve during that time. ERCOT expects to start an immediate search for a replacement. 5 board members had previously resigned after the storms. Google says it'll stop tracking what you do online. The company says it'll not create new trackers once third-party cookies are phased out from its Chrome browser. Those cookies track your online activity to send you personalized ads. However, the decision does not mean targeted advertising will come to an end. Instead of cookies, Google says it'll use software that prevents individual tracking but still delivers results to advertisers and publishers. Google did not say when the change would occur. Women are less likely to receive raises at work, and Netflix is now competing with a social media giant. Elise Preston has your Money Watch report.
Some modest gains on the job market front today. According to the Labor Department, 745,000 Americans filed for unemployment benefits last week. Last month's winter storms were partially to blame for some of those claims. Still, there were 5,000 fewer claims than expected. This was slightly above the prior week's total of 736,000 claims. Meanwhile, COVID lockdowns have led to a boost in savings for families across the globe. Here in the U.S., Americans have been able to squirrel away $1.5 trillion while staying at home. Other countries, including the UK, China, and Japan, report a savings hike. In total, $2.9 trillion is estimated to have been put away, according to Bloomberg Economics. Experts say the increase could help usher in a strong recovery when the pandemic ends. A shocking new study shows a large stall in careers for women as compared to men. LinkedIn is calling it an entitlement gap. In a survey, the social media platform discovered only 38% of women negotiated pay raises with their current employers, compared to 61% of men. The survey also found more than 2/3 of women believe that having children affected their career progression. And Netflix is taking direction from popular social media apps. The streaming platform will now allow mobile users to view short clips from its content that mirrors TikTok. If a viewer enjoys the short clip, they can add the full title to their watch later list. In recent earnings reports, Netflix flagged TikTok as a major competitor. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Elise Preston.
Elise, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials down 73 points. The NASDAQ off 142. The S&P 500 down 16. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Sunshine and warmer temperatures continue. Hattie will tell you will tell us how high the temperatures could get, up into the 50s. That's next in your first Warren forecast.
Tonight on CBS, it's an all-new night of comedy, beginning with Young Sheldon, Be Positive, Mom, and the Unicorn, followed by the new hit drama series Clarice. Then, get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
The iconic Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. 80,000 square feet of indoor water park fun. Loads of other fun kids love. Hundreds of completely renovated rooms. Take a break at the iconic Chula Vista Resort.
Our house in the middle of our street.
The iconic Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. 80,000 square feet of indoor water park fun. Loads of other fun kids love. Hundreds of completely renovated rooms. Take a break at the iconic Chula Vista Resort.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Vaccination frustration.
The day before I was supposed to get it, I got a call canceling the appointment.
And she's not alone. Why are so many COVID vaccinations being postponed? News 3 Now gets answers from local health officials. Tonight at 10.
Hi, folks. I'm tracking the chance for rain and possibly thunder in my extended forecast. It's what I'm calling the Wisconsin Variety Pack. Plus, we're prepping you for your weekend plans. That's Friday morning. We'll see you at 4:30.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Time now for the weather. Hattie's over in the Weather Center. A little cooler today, but still not bad.
That's true. At least we still have the sunshine today. Take a live look outside from our WIC TV sky camera. This is looking east. Not a cloud in the sky today. Enjoy that sunshine this afternoon. Winds have shifted a little bit, so it's noticeably cooler than yesterday. Take a look at our high temperature trend, though. We're in the upper 30s here in Madison today, then into the 40s as we head through the weekend. Next week is definitely trending warmer, though. Normal highs this time of the year through this 10-day time frame would be right around 40 degrees, and you can see we'll be well above that, and these numbers may need to be bumped up even a little bit more as we get closer to next week. So you may be wondering, when do we typically see that first 60-degree day here in Madison? Well, typically it occurs on March 23rd, but if we get close to 60 or even 60, it'll be a little early this year. 70s, we usually have to wait till April and then into the first part of May before we see those 80-degree days. Now, our weather track is showing you that skies are clear. All that cloud cover from this morning fell apart. A little bit of cloud cover off to the south and west, but that is not going to bother us through the rest of the afternoon. Take a look at temperatures across the area. Generally low 30s as you look north and east of Madison. Temperatures heat up pretty quickly heading off to the south and west. Des Moines right now checking in with 50 degrees, 47 in Fort Dodge. Austin, Minnesota's at 39, so definitely some warmth off to our south and west. Unfortunately for us, our winds are from the northeast, so we are pulling from that cooler air mass as we go through the afternoon. Here's a look at the current temperatures for southern Wisconsin. We have temperatures generally in the 30s, but a couple of 40s. Boscobel, Prairie du Chien in the low 40s right now. 36 in Platteville and Mineral Point. 31 here in Madison. Temperatures are going to continue to climb, though. Despite that northeasterly wind, we'll have sunshine warming us up today. Our future track forecast model says high temperatures in the upper 30s, close to 40 here in Madison. Again, wouldn't be surprised to see those 40s off to the west. Skies are expected to remain clear this evening. Maybe a little bit of cloud cover moving in overnight, but it won't last too long. We'll be back in the sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures should be in the upper 30s and low 40s once again on Friday. So a nice end to the week. Here's a look at that weekend forecast. We get even warmer as we head into Sunday. Our high close to 50 on Sunday. Quiet conditions, although it will be coming a little bit breezy as we go through the day on Sunday. Overall, though, the weather forecast is dry right through the weekend into the first part of next week. Here's our next chance for precipitation. Future Track, note the starting time, 9 o'clock Tuesday evening. Some rain beginning to move into the area. Looks like you may need that umbrella on Wednesday. Could be kind of a messy day with more snow melting and rain falling. Total rain amounts right now, although it is a little early, we could see anywhere from a quarter to a half an inch of rain here across southern Wisconsin. Take a look at that extended forecast, though. We have a nice stretch of weather coming up. We have temperatures that are in the 40s for the weekend with plenty of sunshine. Next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, those will be the warmest days with highs in the mid-50s. Wednesday, Mark, could be the day we could even get a little bit warmer and hear some rumbles of thunder as well.
And I have next week off.
Well, not bad. You know, the rain maybe you don't want to see, but those temperatures look nice.
Yeah, they really do. All right, Hattie, thank you. A Mount Horeb woman is making an impact across state lines. She's spreading positivity through dancing. 35-year-old Rena Williams graduated high school in Mount Horeb and now lives with her husband Patrick and stepdaughter Vivian in northern Illinois. Rena was diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer last fall, but began dancing her way out of every round of chemo. She's been showing off her moves in the hospital parking lot since early October, leaving a positive impact back here in the 608 and all across the region.
As hard as it is of whatever you're going through, try to find something that you can be joyful about, because positive attitude makes every difference in a negative situation. And if you can focus on something positive, it'll make it a lot better.
And even better news here. Yesterday marked Rena's final round of chemo, and this is her last chemo dance. Look at this. Surprised by a flash mob of those who have supported her every step of the way. An emotional day for her. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. We'll introduce you to our pet of the week, a cat named Bijou. And let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If you're looking for the perfect side dish, look no more. We've got it, and it goes with just about everything.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
High Point Steakhouse, southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
When it comes to 2020, it's time to wipe the slate clean and get a fresh start now at Herzing University. Earn the degree you need for a lasting career. Herzing is accredited, transfer-friendly, and offers you the personal care and support so important during these times. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. A new year, a new career. You've got a clean slate. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-905-1069. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-905-1069.
It's time to upgrade your downtime. It's time for Stressless. Now at the Century House. Go from one grade of leather to a higher one for free. Or save $300 on Stressless Sunrise recliners. Don't wait. Save hundreds on Stressless comfort. At the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
High Point Steakhouse, southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
When it comes to dinner, whether you're just throwing something together during the week or you're planning on fussing all weekend long, you want to make sure you have a good go-along to round out the meal. So when we came up with this creamy potato casserole, which is fast and fancy, I knew I needed to share it with you. We start by mixing a can of cream of chicken soup with a bit of butter. Now, we add some sour cream and a few off-the-shelf spices. After it's mixed well, we add some frozen hash brown potatoes that we've thawed, and we toss everything together, making sure the potatoes are well coated. This goes into a baking dish, and for the part that really makes it stand out, we top it with a mixture of seasoned breadcrumbs mixed with a bit of Parmesan cheese. Now we'll pop this into the oven until it's heated through and the topping is golden and crispy. And whether you serve this with a burger or roast pork, you can't go wrong. It's creamy, it's satisfying, and it goes with everything. To get the recipe for our Anytime potatoes, simply visit our website. I know you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an amazing Anytime way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thank you, Art. It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week, a domestic short-haired mixed breed cat named Bijou. Our friends at the Dane County Humane Society say this sweet senior feline has plenty of spunk, but still a bit shy. She enjoys warm snuggles, sleeping, snacks, and lounging in the sun. Who doesn't? I love her nose. Very cute. If you're interested in adopting this sweet gal or checking out all the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. Last week's pet, a rabbit named Bella, is still looking for a home. And grab a pint of Good Dog IPA from the Great Dane March 5th through the 31st, and $1 will be donated to the Humane Society. While you're there, you can also pick up some Good Dog biscuits for your canine friends. A percentage of the biscuit profit will be donated to DCHS as well. All 4 Great Dane locations in Madison are participating in the event. You can find more information at giveshelter.org/events. And here's Hattie with one final check of the forecast.
With a beautiful afternoon, even though it's not quite as warm as it was yesterday. If you compare our temperatures right now to where we were yesterday, we're about 15 degrees cooler here in Madison, but still at least in the 30s. Close to the freezing point here, 31, 34 in Janesville, 36 in Platteville. Even the Dells is at 32. Sunshine is going to stick around with us through the rest of the day, with highs reaching the upper 30s later on this afternoon. We'll be back into the teens, though, tomorrow morning. Here's a sneak peek at tomorrow. Temperatures will be a little bit warmer here in Madison and all around. We should see more 40s on the map for Friday.
All right. Looking good, Hattie. Thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have yourselves a great afternoon.